What's good, people? And we are live. It's your man DL Saint. Welcome to the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast. Yeah, get some clapping in there. That's for making it through Monday. It's Monday. It is Monday. Y'all made it. I made it. Yo, I woke up in Miami today, and now I am here. School starts in a couple days. It's time to transition. Full dad mode. Got to get my daughter all set, ready to go for school. She's like any other 13-year-old. She doesn't want to go. I remember those days. I ain't tripping. But she's doing so well these days. I'm just so proud of my baby doing her thing. So she's like, wow, Papa, the summer's over already? Like, yeah. The summer is over already. That's how it goes. I had the level set a little low, guys. I was, I jump on other people's platforms, and sometimes my audio overpowers theirs, so I have to adjust as I go. I hope y'all are doing well. What's good, brother Jason, man? I hope all is well up there in Michigan land. Season's about to start, bro. Everybody gonna have to deal with my Bengals. I'm telling you, we finna do something this year. I already got some money on us getting into the playoffs off rip. One of my dudes who you're never supposed to bet against, but I took that bet. I'm like, man, we getting into the playoffs, bro. Quit playing. He's like, you ain't gonna make it, man. We getting into the playoffs. I had to put some money on that. Like, here you go, bro. No problem. I got that bet. You know what I mean? So I wish your Lions all the luck in the world this year, bro. Not sure what y'all got going on up there, man. I know since Stafford left and all that, man, I don't know what's going on with that particular trade, but I'm going to keep my eye on y'all. So, wow, how was y'all weekend? How was y'all first day, man? I hope it went well. I got to tell you, man, whenever I go to Miami, I have a great time. Went for a friend's baby shower, and that was amazing. I got to catch up with my people, which is always good because they travel a lot. Got to go to my favorite restaurant whenever I'm in Miami. Pretty much always go to Mr. Chow. Shout out to y'all. They did their thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a time when like Miami's Mr. Chow was suspect. There was a time some years back when they was kind of shaky with it. But they've worked out all those issues. Everything is sorted. So now you go in there, you get the service that you're accustomed to. And like I said, there are only 6 on the planet. I've been to almost all of them, except for 3. So I guess that's half. 2 in New York, and the one in Vegas I haven't been to yet. And I'm going to definitely see the ones in New York here pretty soon. I was sorry for getting started late. I know I scheduled it for 9, and then I pushed it to 9:30. I was watching my dudes, Fresh and Fit. Shout out to them. They got a real good episode popping off right now for the early show, and their early show got pushed back a little bit. And then of course they're gonna have the late night show, the after hours show later. They have Seiko on there. I think I'm pronouncing his name correct. He's an OG in the space, a young guy, but he's been in the business, the YouTube thing for over 6 years, I think. Started when he was like 14 years old. And they're having a good talk, man. They're talking about that manosphere stuff. They're talking about that RP stuff. And I'm telling you, there's some stuff there. People are coming around slowly but surely. They're coming around. And Wonderful 34. Did he say Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals? LOL. Okay. Hello to all. Hell yeah. Who they? I said them Bengals. How about them Bengals? You know what I mean? Cincinnati, born and raised. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm 100% Bengals, 100% Reds. Even though I'm not a baseball fan, still, if the Reds are playing, that's who I'm cheering for. We don't have a basketball team, so we don't have hockey. They do have professional soccer now. I'm gonna have to start checking them out. UC guy, University of Cincinnati, and my Bearcats are doing some things too. You know what I mean? He's not only known for basketball anymore. Now we got the program getting well rounded. So yeah, Wonderful 34. Who's your team? Well, yeah, you know what I mean? What? Who are you gonna be with this year? Let me know. Put it in the chat. So yeah, man, we're gonna talk about an article that I came across back in July. I'm making it sound like it was a long, long time ago. It was last month. And I'm going to pull this article up right now and talk about it. And this is a thing that, you know, as a society, we really should be talking about this. We should be talking about this. This whole body positivity thing. I'm just here to tell y'all, man, this is not how you show love. This is not healthy. This is not something we should want for our fellow citizens. Right? Americans are just too big. I mean, when you look at the stats, I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of, I want to say 75% of Americans are either overweight or obese. When you say that out loud, right away you get the thyroid stuff. Right away you get love your curves and all that. Right away you get, you know, they could have a condition. All this, you know, you look at Lizzo, you look at what's going on with, you know, brands like Lululemon being forced to sell, you know, their product in larger sizes. There was a time when Lululemon never, ever, ever, never would do that. That was their thing. There used to be a time when, you know, these designer brands were like, nah, we only go up to a certain size. If you want to get into our product, you got to slim down. But not anymore. Not anymore. And we're not doing ourselves any service. You know what I mean? In fact, we're doing ourselves a disservice by not addressing this. This is bad. This is a matter of time before it becomes a national security issue, because people are too big to serve in the military. People are too big to defend this country. It's going to be a problem. Can't run out of soldiers. Can't run out of Marines. Can't run out of sailors and airmen. We got to protect this country. Wonderful 34. I live in New Orleans, bro. Oh, okay. Who that? That's right. I think I know that. That's right. You told me that, man. Who that? Y'all got, like I said, y'all got, I don't know if he made the cut, but y'all got Andy Dalton down there as a backup, if I ain't mistaken. He was down there competing. I don't know how that turned out. I'm going to have to look it up. But that's what's up, man. Y'all got a program down there. Respect. You know what I mean? That's y'all, man. Who that? Y'all stole that from us. Who they? We did it first. Who they? You know what I mean? Y'all was on some biting ass shit right there, bro. Biting ass. Miss AKA, ladies in the house, what's good, love? Welcome. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate the support. And for everybody who's in here, there y'all go right there. Appreciate the love. Oh, man, y'all see I'm a little sluggish. I'm tired. I'm too old to be in places like Miami trying to kick it. Oh, first night I was out with some friends of mine. You know, eating good, smoking cigars, drinking, having a good time. Before I know it, before I could realize it, it was 3:30 in the morning. Woke up the next morning and did it all over again. I was at the baby shower about 1 p.m., was there for a few hours, came back, had to take a little nap, woke up, and it was dinner, and then it was back to the kicking it, back to the hang. But I came in early that night. Last night I did come in early. I was in about midnight. I'm cool with the lounges now. You know what I mean? Like anything that's remotely hood, I don't even do no more. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how Fresh does it every single night. He's out there doing his thing, but you know, he's committed to the business. For him, it's all about business. It's not about pleasure. It's not about going out, turning up, getting drunk, doing all this kind of stuff. He's in there strictly to network, and shout out to him for making that happen, because that brother's really on it. Wonderful 34. Yeah. We down here cracking jokes talking about playoffs. Yo, playoffs? We going to the playoffs. Y'all might be there too. I don't know what y'all got this year, but never count y'all out. I learned that. Never count out the Saints. You know what I mean? But yeah. But yeah, so I'm good. I'm a little sluggish, y'all. Y'all can tell. I'm in need of some rest. It is what it is. Force myself to stay up because I got to be up early in the morning to go do some things. Again, getting ready for school. This AKA lady knows all about that. And so yeah, but body positivity. This is, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous in my opinion. So this article I found was Yahoo Life, and body positive TikToker claps back at followers who say her fit husband isn't compatible with a fat woman. I saw that like, yo, so and here they are. Here's the couple right here. She's definitely BBW. I mean, she's cute. Like, I mean, preference is preference. I mean, I'm not really into, the bigger, full figure, fat, whatever you want to call them. I'm not into that. So, a woman this size would definitely not turn my head at all. And then I look at this guy and I see how fit he is. He has the beard and all that kind of stuff. It makes you wonder, like, okay, what's going on? Like, how does because if it were reversed, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen an obese guy with a fit woman. I don't think I've ever seen that. Even the wealthy dudes, with a lot of money, I've never personally seen an obese guy with a ton of money or without money or whatever, just an obese guy with, a beautiful woman. I've never seen that. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I've never seen it. So a popular TikTok creator who preaches self-love is schooling followers on fat phobia after a video of her and her husband went viral for the wrong reasons. So before we really even get into this article, I'm wondering why she would even post that picture. I'm just wondering why she would post that picture. Brother Jason saying it's a fetish. I don't know. It could be. I mean, I'm just looking at his eyes in this picture like this is the look that men have with the woman that they want to be, like that look. It could be a fetish. I don't know. But what I'm struggling with is why would she post this? I mean, I understand that clout is the new currency. She is a TikToker. This did go viral. Maybe they sat down and planned this out. But I wouldn't want that kind of attention. I personally would not want that kind of attention. But apparently they do. Apparently she does. So Alicia McCavill has 5.5 million followers on TikTok alone, where she posts body positive content as well as videos showing parts of her daily life. But when it comes to showcasing her marriage with her high school sweetheart and husband, Scott, she recognized a negative trend. Okay, well, that's part of it. He fell for her in high school. I'm just kind of looking at the situation. Maybe she's the only woman he's ever been with. That would make sense. I mean, he fell in love with her in school. I'm guessing that in high school, maybe she wasn't, as big as she is now. And I mean, when emotions get involved, if you really fall for someone, I mean, I guess you would overlook a lot of things. But at the same time, if you love someone, you would want them to be healthy. I mean, she's just so big that just cannot be healthy. But, maybe, that was his first love, high school. Okay. So in June, a transition video showing the pair in towels after a shower and later dressed for a formal event went viral, amassing 42.4 million views by the time of publish. And although some videos strike gold on app's algorithm, Alicia points out just why she thought it gained so much attention. I mean, she knows what it is. She knows what it is. Brother Michael's in the house. What's good, Brother Michael, man? Welcome. Thank you so much for coming through, bro. Thank you so much.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you so much. I forgot I switched the buttons over. Y'all see I'm sluggish. I can't even work the machine right. Brother Michael's in the house. We're sitting here talking about this this woman and her husband, this BBW woman and her fit husband. Apparently they met in high school, and she's a big YouTuber, content creator. Well, content creator. I get TikToker. Maybe she's on some other platforms and went viral. So, it's, she pointed out, why she thinks it gained so much attention. So, like, bro, I don't know. Somebody get that man the red pill for sure. You know what I mean? He needs something. But again, emotions, man. Emotions is some, as the Native Americans would say, man, it's mighty powerful medicine. Mighty powerful indeed. You know what I mean? And he found her in the spirit world, I guess, and he's just in love. But she went on to say, I believe it went viral because of my contrast in my husband and I's body sizes. She tells Yahoo Life. The conversation in the comment section was about my husband and I bodies, our worth, and me being fat. So, she likes to use the fat word. She's not saying being, fluffy or plump or whatever. She gets right to it. She says fat. So shout out to her. Maybe she's the red pill one in the couple. Isn't the first time that such comparisons has been brought to the couple's attention. In fact, Alicia explains that it's the very reason her account gained traction 2 years ago. Even after growing a loyal following, the creator has had to address the issue with the way the outsiders make assumptions about their relationship solely based on physical appearance or body size. It's not something that you overcome, she says, when really I navigate this response to my relationship every day. Okay. It's the attention. It's the clout. You know what I mean? If she's saying off rip that she knows this is an issue, but she's doing this anyway. She's getting it out there. And what's the message? I wonder what the message is. Because I read this article last month, but I don't remember how it went, to be honest with you. So we'll get through this and see. It's often that people say things like, you got a good one. You're lucky to have someone who loves you unconditionally. Wow, he's incredible for loving you, she wrote on Instagram caption back in May. And most of the time, they are referring to the fact that he's fit and I'm fat. When that doesn't even scratch the surface of why it's incredible. Okay. Although she addresses the many facets of her relationship, it is responses to videos like the one she posted in June that remind her of the ingrained fat phobia that so many people can't get past when seeing a couple on their For You page. So, because when I was young, right, we would have the circus would come through town, right? And I'm talking about back in the 70s when the circus came through town, right? There was no PC back then, right? This is just real talk here. The circus would come through town. You would have the short person, you would have the extremely tall person, you would have the fat lady or fat man, you would have the person that sticks the knives all through their body or whatever, needles. And it was in the section when they called it the freak section or whatever. You would see these people just sitting around. The bearded lady, you would have a guy that, or a man or a woman that was like, 3 feet tall or something, and then you have a guy who was like 7 or 8 feet tall. So that was all. That was a thing. People would pay money to see someone that was obese because you really didn't see that much back then. Now it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere in real life. You walk outside, 5 minutes goes by, you're gonna see somebody who's like bigger than the fat woman was at the Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus. Right. And then of course, as time went on, they stopped doing that. they stopped, showcasing these people who they call, they were called freaks. They were known as freaks. When I saw it, I'm like, wow. So if you're big like that, someone's going to take notice. If you're really like cut up and fit in shape, someone's going to take notice. So I'm just wondering what the reason is behind it. Wonderful 31 in the dark. Them big girls feeling some kind of good. They be feeling some kind of good. Hey, man, I ain't mad. I mean, back in the day when I was slaying in my young days, you know what I mean? When I was in my 20s, my late teens, my 20s. Yeah, bro. I did what I did, but guess what? It was no pictures being taken. There was no walking down the street hand in hand. Nah, it was none of that. None of that. Like, you sneak them in and sneak them out. Couldn't even come in the front door. Had to come in the back. You know what I mean? That was it. That was the deal. That was the deal. I guess if I were to say that today or did that today, people were like, oh my God, you're a bad person. It is what it is. You know what I mean, Brother Jason? I wonder who makes more money. Yeah, I'm thinking he does, bro. I'm thinking he makes the money. And I think she's just doing her TikTok or whatever, her social media. And I mean, she's getting those kind of views. She's definitely bringing in some bread. I couldn't find her on YouTube, but she's got to be bringing in some bread. And there has to be some advertising money involved. I'm pretty sure that, people who are looking to advertise whatever products that's for her demographic of folks will probably go to her. I mean, because she has millions of followers. You know what I mean? Millions of followers. And Brother Mike, appreciate the shout out, bro. Remember, let me know you're going to be here next month, man. Let me know. We're definitely going to chop it up. You know what I mean? So she continues, the world's look at us immediately value Scott more than me. Yeah, when the world looks at you, yeah, they're going to look at that because it takes a lot of work to be in shape. And it doesn't take a lot of work to be fat. And since we don't add up, people try to add things to my side of the equation to make it make sense by saying things like, oh, she must not have been fat when they met, which is the first thing I said. Or, oh, she's got to be rich, which is what Brother Jason was alluding to. Or they try to decrease his side of the equation by saying things like he must be gay or he fetishizes fat women. Like with someone, I think Brother Jason said that too. It's a fetish. Someone said it was a fetish. And you responding to the trashy beauty standards at play in response to the original video. We've been made to believe that somebody who is physically fit like Scott should never in a million years be in love or compatible with a fat woman. And that's solely because the world has literally taught us that we have to value our worth on our bodies. And this is the stuff that the RP world talks about. When the RP world comes down on mainstream media, this is the stuff that they're talking about right here. Right here. Because at this point in the article, you're supposed to feel bad if you think being fat is not good. We're not talking about, unless I'm wrong, I doubt if they even begin to talk about the health effects. How much are they paying in insurance? Can you say something to your family? Because she's got to have all kind of health issues. She has to have all kind of health issues. And it falls to him. If she loves him, wouldn't she want to be healthy? I'm just looking at this like, damn. Brother Jason, no one should date fat people. They should be alone or start to work out. I mean, you can be what you want to be, man. If you want to be fat, that's fat. I mean, that's fine. I mean, there are big people. I see fat couples all the time. The thing is, it's the health aspect that I worry about. I mean, they're just unhealthy. And it's a drain on our society as a whole. I mean, it really is. Healthcare prices are going to continue to soar. Insurance rates are going to continue to soar. You're giving, corporate America an excuse to keep rates high and this, down the third. And then you're raising children who are fat and unhealthy. This is a very vicious cycle. It's horrible. It's horrible. I mean, it's abuse. And if you're a religious person, it goes against most religions. Your body's supposed to be your temple. I mean, if you want to be fat, that's fine. I mean, this is America, but Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. You're like, my bad, I meant obese. Fat can be okay. PHAT, fat can be okay. Brother Michael, gym game. Yeah, you got to want to lose. I mean, it's easy to be fat, y'all. It's easy to do that, man. It's easy just to sit around and eat, drink a lot of sugary stuff, eat ice cream and cake and fried foods and fast food and just get big. It's easy to do that, but I don't know to stand up and not be able to see your feet, to carry all that extra weight. Like, you can't even, for me to come up here and do this stream, I got to go up a spiral staircase. I mean, if you 300-400 pounds, you ain't making it up and down this thing. You're just not going to do it. I'm looking at that woman like she has to have mobility issues. She can't move around. So that's the thing that gets me. But I'm sorry, I'm just going off on tangents. But this whole point right here about to value our worth on our bodies. I mean, it's a part of it. Let's see. She explains to Yahoo Life that she addressed the problems with many other negative comments in the comment section as they were written, but felt the need to make a separate video as it gained more attention. She's getting a ton of negative attention from this, a ton, and she's just rocking with it, doubling down on it. What do you young kids say now? 10 toes down. This must be a money play. This must be part of what she does. She's a YouTuber. She's just thinking about herself, I guess. I mean, I would love to hear her husband's take on all this. I don't think they even spoke to him during this whole article, this interview they did. I don't think he had any comments, but we'll see. Again, I don't remember. She says, my platform is about self-love, and by allowing people to abuse me in my comments section, I would have been condoning the idea that it's okay to, one, bully people online, and two, that I'm not worthy of my husband, she says. Neither of those things are true. So it was important that I address them, not only for me, but for those in my community who are in similar relationship or box as I. So bullying. You see how they put this in here? I mean, I don't agree with this. To say that you're being bullied because people are telling you are obese. I guess the bully part is, okay, you're fat. You don't deserve to have a fit partner. I don't know, but if you put yourself out there, like I put myself out here, I do these videos, I put myself out there. You see all sorts of stuff. You know what I mean? You hear all sorts of stuff. People come up to you, they talk. As a comedian, I put myself out there. I say what I want. I put my routines together. I get on stage. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the gig. When people come and say what they got to say, it's part of it. Right? I mean, it is what it is. So apparently she wants to smoke, but to say, well, I'm fighting bullies. If you really want to fight the bullies, lose the weight. Get in shape. You know what I mean? Be healthy. Show your love for your husband by losing that weight. You know what I mean? It just kills me. And if the fact that she says, well, other people like me. So, she's talking about all the other big women who have guys who are not big. So this is a thing. This is a thing. We've all seen it. I don't know how prevalent it is, but I know this is a thing. And then the question becomes, why? Right? Why? And I got answers for that. I'm writing down a note right now. Why? That's the thing. So I just wrote myself a little note. I'm gonna circle back to it. Tia Kiki's in the house. What's good, love? How you feeling? Shout out to you. Like the video. I appreciate it. Tia, we talking about big girls in relationship with fit men. I guess it could go the other way around. Although I honestly have never seen in real life like an obese guy with a beautiful woman. I don't think I've ever seen that, to be honest with you, but I know it happens. But that's what we're talking about. We're talking about this particular woman who is all over social media and being interviewed by Yahoo Life about this. Brother Jason Bullying and shaming is what we need. We need harsh motivation to keep us strive to become better. So it can help us strive to become better. I agree with that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I came up, we got bullied. 70s, 80s, 90s, all that, man. You were getting bullied all the time. All the time. And yes, that will definitely burn that fire up under you to get you to do better. To get you to do better. And then like that explanation video garnered 25.3 million views as of published, as well as a lot of praise for how Alicia handled the situation. I've learned to be empathetic to others and to come to understand that fat phobia is taught. No, it's a phobia now. Fat phobia. Okay. It was taught to me. It's being taught to others. And although I have put in the work to unlearn it, it's not the case for everyone, she says. It's important to educate people on the trash beauty standards because they affect everyone, including those living within them. The trash beauty standards. Being fat is unhealthy. It's going to cost you money, right? And it's going to bring pain and suffering not only to the person who is fat, but to the people who care about said person. This is we got to keep this 100 now, man. We can't. This is a bullshit article, y'all, in my opinion. While Alicia has since taken the opportunity to poke fun at those who express discontent over her relationship through other lighthearted TikTok videos, she says that she's happy to have received so much attention on the one where she was able to effectively point the fat phobia out. Right. Again, we haven't heard from her husband. I think we're coming up on the end of the article. It's not too often that videos of substance go viral, and I feel pretty proud that the response video has been so widely received. She says, I hope it helps people challenge the way they view others, and most important, how they place their own value. When you value yourself for who you are and not how you look, your life changes for the better. I promise. That is a lot. What y'all say, Cap? That is some bullshit. That is some bullshit, Cap, right there. That's what that is. So there was nothing in here. We didn't hear anything from her husband. Right. So, and I remember when I first read this, I went off and I looked at a little bit of what was actually going on. And there were like beautiful women in the chat trying to holler at dude. You know what I mean? Like, why you wasting your time with her? Da, 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 da. You know what I mean? And that's where a lot of that is coming from. If I'm that woman, I understand you want attention. You're trying to get money. That's what you do. You need these views. But I'm certainly not going to put my personal life out there like that, because women are good at finding people. You know what I mean? Her husband. Let me pull it back up. Her husband is a handsome fella. I mean, look, he seems like a handsome fella. He might be short because she's probably short. Most big girls tend to be short. He might be under 6 feet, but I mean, he's fit, right? Like from what part you can see he's fit. And I think I went and actually looked at the video they were talking about. Like they got out the shower, they were in towels, and then it's one of those, they drop them down and it comes back up, and now they're dressed in something else, and they were dressed in formal attire. And, I saw that and I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man, not a cute couple. It's not you see two fat people, like a fat couple, you're like, oh, they're cute because they're both jolly or whatever, right? But I'm looking at them like, that's not a cute couple. She wants the attention and I guess the validation and the money, and she's dragging her husband into it. Does she understand that she's going to be putting pressure on him inadvertently? Mass women are going to be coming after this dude. Mass women. They're going to be coming after him. If anything, just so they can have a viral, moment and be like, oh, I got the I got the dude who had the fat woman or whatever. And if this guy has any game whatsoever, he is slaying it out there right now. Slaying it. I don't understand why she would do that. It could be a business thing. The two of them probably, they could have sat down and said, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make this bread. But it doesn't change the fact that being that big is unhealthy. The human body is not designed to be that big. You can't get away from nothing. I mean, it's, my goodness, it's crazy. I don't care how great her personality is. There's no way he could be physically attracted to her. I got to agree with you, Tia. I got to agree. Unless it was I think it was Brother Jason that said, or maybe Wonderful 34, like it's a fetish thing. But I do not find that attractive whatsoever. In the towel, like when she had the towel on, it's like, bro, he has to look at her naked. Ooh, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Brother Jay's like, you already know he got that side cat. Absolutely. He's slaying Foxy Brown or Gwen Stefani in his case, or both. He's getting it. Right? He's getting that. Foxy Brown, that Gwen Stefani, that Rosalind Sanchez, whatever, we use names over here to instead of saying box, or booty or whatever. He's getting it. He's absolutely getting it. And it's a problem in America. It's a real live problem. Our healthcare costs are through the roof because of this sort of thing. You shouldn't accept it. It shouldn't be one of those, well, accept me for who I am. Now you got to lose the weight or we're not going to insure you. You know what I mean? That Penelope Cruz. Yeah, bro. That Penelope Cruz. You know what I mean? Or for those people on the fresh and fit side of the world, that Nina the Pineapple, bro. Shout out to Nina, by the way. Go check her out on Instagram, Nina the Pineapple. She has a line of closeout bikinis and like workout gear, like, bikinis and workout gear. If you're a big person, I don't think she has those sizes, but if you're like regular build, she's doing big things, man. Shout out to her. I was just texting back and forth with her before I came on air. She is an amazing woman, by the way. It's really cool. When you see her on the panels on Fresh and Fit, man, that's just TV, but she's extremely sweet. She is really savvy. She just bought she bought herself a property, and we were talking about what's going on with the housing market and what's going on with the interest rates and what might happen and all that kind of stuff. And I was just letting her know, like, you're good no matter what. You might see a slight correction in the home values, but don't worry about it. Long term, you're going to be gold. So shout out to her, man. Shout out to Nina the Pineapple. If she's doing her thing, go over there and support her, ladies. Go support her. Buy some of her clothes, ladies, for real, because her stuff looks good. Her bikinis are good. She's her own entrepreneur. She's woman owned. I think she has her clothes made in the DR, and she's doing her thing. Go over there and support her, man. Buy one of her outfits. I'm gonna buy a few of her bikinis. I think I'm gonna buy like one each, and I'm gonna start giving them away. Just to people. I might just walk up to women and just give it to them. You know what I mean, and film it, something like that. Next time I'm in Miami. So shout out to Nina. I just wanted to throw that out there. That's my people. Nina the Pineapple, for real. So, and fellas, y'all can go to her site too. Buy some of her clothes and give it to your sisters or, like the women in your life, so you can show support. Now, mind you, it's some sexy stuff. Now, I don't know if you want to be giving it to moms. You give mom one of Nina's bathing suits, and then your mom takes a trip somewhere and bumps into Uncle Saint. It'd be a whole nother kind of thing jumping off y'all. You hear what I'm saying? You better let me know your mama there. Because these bikinis are sexy, bro. And her workout clothes, sexy. So, just give me a heads up is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Wonderful 34, what's going on? The heart wants what it wants. I guess, man, but, man, big like that, bro. I understand just wanting to get one off. I get that. You know what I mean? You're going to take one for the team. Trust me. I have entertained the big girl more than once for the crew. I've done it. Like, all right, here go the crew. There's always at least one big one. One big one. That's generally that's the goalie. Shout out to Sam Tripoli, his goalie bit. I don't know if that's online anywhere, but that is one of the funniest routines I've ever heard in my life. The goalie, you gotta. I'm gonna talk to Sam to see if he has that out there anywhere. And if he does, I'm gonna bring it up and show it. I'm gonna start showcasing comics that I like. I'm gonna do a little segment when I showcase the comics that I like. But there's always that big girl in the crew. Maybe 3 or 4 girls, dimes, and then this big girl. And somebody had to get her. Hey, I told you I'm a savage. You see that flag behind me, man? Airborne all the way. I'll do it. I will keep her busy. I will be the distraction. I will put down covering fire so y'all can get in there and do what you got to do. But now it's like 2 or 3 big girls to the crew, and there's only like 1 or 2 attractive women. What's up with that? Miss AKA Lady and Sister Tia. What's up with that? Why y'all be rolling with the big girls, huh? Why y'all be doing that? Let the brother know. I've always wondered that. G Complex 217 ADL saying what's good. Appreciate the love, bro. Welcome, welcome, welcome. He's like, yo, this pair don't make any sense. You right, they don't. Huge, man. I don't know. Here's what it is. Crunk One Bear. Man, I low-key admire fat people because they don't care about shit. They can't care. But she obviously does. That woman pretty much cares because she's getting the attention. She's putting it out there. You know, they're saying, oh, people are bullying me. Why? Because they're saying you're unhealthy. That's not bullying. Why? Because they say I don't deserve to have a fit man. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know what deserves got to do with it. But you putting a lot of pressure on him. Why? I wouldn't. If I were that big, man, I'm sorry. I ain't putting no more attention on our situation. I'll be over there happy. I got me a dime or I got me someone fit. I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't want nobody to know I'm messing it up. You know what I mean? I don't know. And she's a horrible example to other women. Yeah, giving false hope to other obese women. Absolutely. And that's my part about that. Like, don't do that. Don't give the fake hope, man. Don't do that. TOFF needs love too. TOFF. Not sure what that is, man. Spell it out for me so I can say it and get canceled because I know it's something negative. I know it is. I know it's something negative. Right? Big girls help even 4s look better. So that's why y'all do it. Ooh, y'all gangster with it. Miss AKA Lady probably had to put the kids down, so she ain't here to get. I'm gonna ask her offline ask her why big girls be around the fine women. Big girls make 4s look better. That's a t-shirt right there, Tia. That's a t-shirt right there. My goodness. Well, I guess. But like I said, man, it's a thing in America, bro. We need to, all jokes aside, we need to take this shit serious. This is fast. It's going to become our number one, national security issue, man. It's just all these fat folks. What are we going to do? Like, seriously, what are we going to do? We ain't got fat people like this in China. We ain't got fat people like this in Russia. What are we going to do? That one fat friend. All right, cool. I didn't know that. That one fat friend. See, I just learned something. That's what's going on, man. That one fat friend. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Like, what are we going to do? You know what I mean? Yeah, foxes keep big girls around because they buy the drugs and liquor. Do they? Do the fat girls pay? Huh? Do the fat girls pay? And I tell you what, places like Miami, not so much Miami, but New York and LA, especially LA, bro, they don't care, man. If you a fat chick, they don't care. They are harsh. As a matter of fact, I got a story for you.
Everybody sit down, please. It's story time.
I hope you're sitting in there, style, and you're ready, because here comes the story. One night, I'm in LA. This is when I was living in LA. This is when I was a cool kid. Right? I was out and about. People knew me. Right? And I'm with my people. And it's me and a couple dudes. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is. We know what it is. And it's like 4 or 5 women. All of them are 7s and above. We had 1 dime. Everyone else was like 7, 8. And then we had one girl who was real talk obese. but she was the most successful person in the group, right? Second most successful person in the group, and had Hollywood success, accolades and all that kind of shit at the highest level. Trying to go into a club. It was a random night, like a Saturday or something like that. It was, it wasn't. I'm sorry. It was a Tuesday, Monday or a Tuesday. That's what it was. But still in LA, the spot's the spot. They don't care. Door guys run that town. So we sitting there, and the door guy wants to let everyone in, no cover, because like I said, we got some top tier women with us, and the dudes, like whatever, they wasn't trying to make us buy bottles, none of that. They was gonna let us all in, and then they were like, "Wait, she's with you," and they pointed to the big girl, like, "Yo, she's with y'all?" Like, yeah, okay, she got to pay $100. Real talk, she got to pay $100. Right now, she couldn't hear what was going on, even though the bouncer was trying to talk loud because he wanted to make sure she knew that this was because she was big, right? So the rest of the group kind of gets together, they huddle up, like, all right. And the money wasn't the issue. Everybody was papered up. It was not the money. All right, it was not the money, trust me. But the women in the group was trying to do it in a way that their friend doesn't catch wind of what's going on, but she did, because the bouncer just kept making it a sticking point. He's like, no, she can't get in. She must pay, because they were like, all right, well, we'll buy a couple bottles. We'll do this. We'll do that. Was trying to like bury the $100 in the cost of the bottles. And the guy was like, no. And like, you want to buy bottles, that's fine. But in order for her to walk through this door, she has to pay $100. I thought that was savage. We didn't go in because she figured out what was going on. She was not happy, obviously. We wound up not going in. As a matter of fact, the crew broke up. I don't know what I did. I think I might have gone home that night or whatever. It's like it was a wrap. But that's how savage they are in LA about this sort of thing. That, you got the libs out of the liberal type people who are like body positivity, da. Yeah, okay, that's cool until you go out. Okay, that's cool until you audition. Right? Okay, that's cool until you try to flex. And then people let you know right off rip, nah, you way too big to be out here talking that. Hollywood is about that image, 100% image. Now, Miami, I don't think it's so bad in Miami. I haven't seen that, but I don't mess around on South Beach. You know what I mean? That's not my thing. I don't do South Beach. I know Brickell is not a big thing. You know, they might hold you up, but in Brickell, they're just like, come on. You know what I mean? Whatever. The rest of your crew is cool. Come on. You know what I mean? And Wynwood, I don't go to Wynwood too often. So, but I know New York and LA, they don't play. If you a biggie, you ain't getting in. It ain't about the money either. Nah, we ain't letting you in here. Now, dinner is different. But like the club scene, unless somebody walks you in, if you a big person, man, you might as well just hang it up. So, is that wrong? Yeah. But that's life, though. That's life. They got images. Images, everything. It's an exclusive club, man. They ain't having nobody in there that ain't pretty, unless you are famous and people know you. Jonah Hill. All right, come on in here. You know, whoever else is big. I don't know any big celebrities outside of him. But that's what it is. But we got way too many Americans, man. It's just too big. Sister Tia. Oh, man, it's a shame. And the nutritionists for the Department of Health and the USDA is pushing healthy at any size. It's a shame. Nah, it's no such thing as healthy at any size. No, you can't be 5'5", 425 pounds and say that's healthy. That's bad on your joints. That's bad on your heart. That's bad on everything. That's bad on everything. That's terrible. That is terrible. Lived in San Diego collectively for 10 years. It's rare to see any fat people here because looks are everything down here. That's the truth. I lived in San Diego for 2 years. Was it 2? I was in there for 2 years. Yeah, especially if you're downtown, gas lamp or whatever, downtown San Diego. Yeah, bro. You might, every now and then you might see a girl who's like maybe overweight but obese. Nah. You don't see that. You know what I mean? And yeah, I had some inroads down there too. You know what I mean? I was cool with all the door guys, whatever. I would get myself in pretty much any spot, you know, It was what it was. San Diego nightlife was definitely better than LA, in my opinion. LA is just, LA is LA. It is what it is. At least San Diego, you can meet some cool folks and it's all good. You know what I mean? Life isn't fair. It most certainly isn't. It most certainly isn't. And that's the problem. Everybody gets a trophy, body positivity and all that. And then we got people, when you get an artist like, Lizzo pop. And people are just running to support her. Come on now. Come on. I mean, yeah, she could sing, but come on. What was the name of the English woman? Beautiful voice. She was real big and then she lost all the weight. And she caught mad hate for losing the weight. I can't think of her name, man. But anyway, you guys know who I'm talking about. English, she was British. I can't think. She had this one ballad that just went crazy. I actually met her. I didn't meet her. I saw her in LA before she became big. She was big, but before she became famous. And man, yeah, Adele. That's it. Thanks, Adele. Saw Adele right before she got big, man. She was in LA, and one of my boys was hollering at her because he was a beast, a savage, and he kicked her to the curb. And she was like, "No, I'm an artist, and I'm out here to do this and that." They was like, whatever. And then like the following years, when she won the Grammy, it was just like, "Boy, you could have been with her. You just screwed that up, man. The one big chick you actually could have got something from." He blew it. I ain't gonna say his name, but he knows who he is. Brother Doug's in the house. What's good, Brother Doug? Yes, Adele, y'all. It was Adele. Thank y'all. But I wanted to pull up some stats. You know what I mean? Because it's not like I'm just picking on people. I'm like really trying to. It's about love, right? It's about love. See if we can pull this up, make this a little bigger. Right, and this is Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Right, and here are the adult obesity facts. Right, obesity is common, serious, and costly disease. Absolutely. And look at this. You know what I mean? U.S. obesity prevalence was 41.9% in 2017 to March of 2020. 41.9%, damn near half. We're talking about obesity. We ain't talking about being overweight, a few extra pounds. Obese. From 1999 to 2000 through 2017, March 2020, U.S. obesity prevalence increased from 30.5% to 41.9%. During the same time, the prevalence of severe obesity increased from 4.7% to 9.2%. Yo, what are we doing? What are we doing? Obesity-related conditions include heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. These are among the leading causes of preventable premature death. And then you catch this and it has to be treated. I mean, that's just a slow drag on your personal economy for your family. I mean, you talk about being a burden, that's a serious burden. The estimated annual medical cost of obesity in the United States was nearly $173 billion in 2019. $173 billion because people are fat. Medical costs for adults who had obesity were $1,861 higher than medical costs for people with healthy weight. This is the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. This isn't me just talking crazy. Man. Uncle DL Jonah Hill lost all his weight. Good for him, did he? That's what's up. You see how far behind I am, man. I'm stuck in that bubble, man. I'm trying to raise a 13-year-old girl. I don't get to keep up with with Hollywood as much as I want to. And it's funny because I'm writing scripts and I'm working on documentaries. I'm working on projects. I'm in Hollywood. I just don't pay attention to the bullshit part. You know what I mean? And salute to you, Brother Doug. Appreciate it. As a nutritionist, I can confirm most obese people say they're just a little overweight. Yeah. And that's from Sister Tia. That's crazy. I mean, how do you convince people that they're killing themselves, Tia? Seriously. I mean, can Can you say that, or will you get sued? If you went to an obese person and say, hey, if we don't get your weight down, you're going to die, and then they get diabetes, can they sue you for bullying them or some shit? I mean, I don't know. It seems, this shit blows my mind. It just blows my mind. Crunk one bear. We need fat people because who else are we going to push over when the aliens and zombies attack? Oh, you got a good point there. You can definitely outrun them. You can definitely outrun them. And by the time they feast on all the fat people, the zombies will be full, man. So, you know, skinny folks will be all right, I guess. It's crazy, man. Obesity, almost half the country is obese, right? And then the 25% of the country is overweight. That's 75% or more of the country is either obese or overweight. That's crazy. That's crazy. And women are big. Women are big. I mean, and obesity affects some groups more than others. We know this. Anybody who's been paying attention. Non-Hispanic black adults, 49.9%, had the highest age-adjusted prevalence of obesity, followed by Hispanic adults at 45.6%, non-Hispanic white adults, 41.4%, and non-Hispanic Asian adults, 16.1%. Like the least obese people are Asians in America. I mean, look at this, man. When I go out and I see black folks, I see my people, and I'm just like, damn, we fat. Fat. You know what I mean? You just see fat couples. I remember I was at the Improv in Tampa. This must have been 3 or 4 months ago, maybe a little longer. Tony Rocket came to town. I'm like, oh, let me go check out Tony. I ain't seen Tony in a minute. You know, me and Tony was pretty cool back in the day. Like, let me go see what he's up to. And I'm looking around, you know, this is a black show, so it's like mad black folks. And at least half the room was obese. Half the room. There was one woman. There was a sister there who was so big she barely fit in a chair. Her husband he was big, but not as big as she was. They ordered so much food that it couldn't fit on the table. They had to scoot over another table to put some of the orders. The mac and cheese, chicken wings, everything that was fried on the menu they had. I didn't see any salad over there. I ain't seen any water. They were washing it down with Coca-Colas. You know what I mean? What did we do? I mean, she was so big. Like when you see people so big that they got to walk like this, we are hurting people. We are letting people kill themselves. That's just not right. That's just not right. The obesity prevalence was 39.8% among adults aged 20 to 39 years and 44.3% among adults aged 40 to 59 and 41.5% among adults aged 60 and over. Here's the thing. You ain't getting over 60 if you're obese. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Most people get small. Old people get smaller. When you start getting over 60, 70, 80 years old, that you die. You die. You know, it's just, and this stat right here, obesity and socioeconomic status, it just might really tell us what's going on. Overall, men and women with college degrees have lower obesity prevalence compared with those with less education. So they're eating because they're unhappy with themselves. They know they're fat. They know they're obese. You know, they're having a hard time. They're not making the money. We all know it costs more money to buy healthy food than it does to go buy fast food. You know, you can go spend $10 at McDonald's to get you, you know, Big Mac fries and a Coke, right? But that $10 ain't gonna buy you a healthy meal. You know, you might be able to buy a couple of veggies with that, buy some salad and veggie at the mall because it's, you know, healthy eating costs more, right? The same obesity and education pattern occurred among non-Hispanic white, non-Hispanic black, non-Hispanic women, non-Hispanic white men. However, the differences were not all statistically significant. Although the differences was not statistically significant among non-Hispanic black men, obesity prevalence increased with educational attainment. Okay. No differences in obese prevalence by education level were noted among non-Hispanic Asian women and men and Hispanic men. I wonder what that's all about. Among men, obesity prevalence was lower in the lowest and highest economic groups compared with middle income group. Researchers observed the pattern among non-Hispanic white and Hispanic men. Obesity prevalence was higher in the highest income group than in the lowest income group among non-Hispanic black men. I mean, they're studying it. People are studying it, but I mean, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? G Complex 217, DL, you're right, man. When I'm out and about, so many fat people around, so many, man. I mean, it's terrible to see it too. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's terrible to see it. And Sister Tia, like I just explained the numbers and let them come to their own conclusions on their own. So many people don't even know how much they weigh. In denial, yeah, you ain't gonna step on the. Could you imagine stepping on a scale and the damn thing breaks? Just bam, just smashed it. Nah, of course they're in denial. They're in denial. It ties into the red pill world. Like the blue pill dudes are in denial. They're in denial. They don't want to come. You know, these dudes they come over to the side of the internet or whatever. They see the stuff. They look it up. They look at the stats. They start thinking about their own lives. It's like no. They just fingers in their ears. No. I don't want to know the truth. Women are sugar and spice and everything nice. If I'm just nice enough, she'll love me forever. All right. Okay. But that's what they're doing. I mean, I get it. We're human. I get it, but damn. As a society, we're just encouraging these people to kill themselves. That's crazy. Crunk One Bear, I'm Asian and I'm considered obese, sadly. I had to learn how to balance the carbs and weight. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take work, right? Calorie deficits. Myron's always talking about that when people are talking about how to lose weight. It's all about calorie deficits. Stop eating as much, right? Watch what you eat. Track what you eat. I get all that. Dude, I'm not the epitome of health, but I can't be obese. You know what I mean? You got to stop drinking sugary drinks. Probably lose 10, 15 pounds right there. Right there. Try to cut out the sugar in your diet. Just try it. I have friends that moved to Europe, spent a year in Europe, and they lost like 50 pounds because there's all the preservatives and all the sugar and all that stuff is not in the food over there. Everything we eat over here has sugar in it. Damn near everything we eat has sugar in it. Unless you're growing the food yourself, growing your livestock yourself, there's preservatives, there's sugar in everything we eat. No one wants to talk about that. Tia, correct me if I'm wrong. There's sugar in everything. Cut the sugar out of your diet. You'll lose weight. Walk around. Get off the damn couch. Go outside. Walk the block. Right? If you live in a bad neighborhood, you don't want to go out. You don't want to go outside. All right. Walk around your living room. Push the sofa back. Walk in circles. Jog in place. You know what I mean? Try to do a push-up. Try to do a sit-up. Drink water. Eat healthy. Every time you want something to eat, man, you know, reach for some, you know, certain fruits and veggies, man. Quit reaching for the ice cream sandwich. You know what I mean? So yeah, Crunk, man, you gotta lose that weight, bro. You lose that weight. And G Complex, what frustrates me is that healthier food options are really not that expensive. I mean, I agree with you, bro, but the thing is, you got to eat the stuff quick. You know, it's going to go bad. As it should, it's going to go bad. It doesn't have the preservatives in it and stuff like that. So you just got to eat it. You got to eat it quicker. And I know that fruits and veggies did go up with the, you know, with the shortages, not the shortages, but with the, shoot, y'all, I'm so tired. The supply chain problem. Sorry about that, y'all. Supply chain problems, right? And then the price of gas going up, price of oil going up, causing gas to go up, causing everything to go up. So yeah, but you're right though. Overall, it's not like it's a huge difference. It's certainly doable. It's certainly doable. Just don't get any cupcakes. Don't get any cookies. You know what I mean? Don't get the frosted flakes, right? Just cut the sugar out. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I got to agree with you. And Tia agrees with you as well. Chicken is cheap. Fruit is cheap. Broccoli is cheap. Spinach is cheap. Eggs are cheap-ish. I added the ish on it. Oatmeal is cheap, absolutely. But don't get the oatmeal that has all the sugar in it, man. Like, I tend to shop at Trader Joe's. You know what I mean? Like, they're way cheaper and they're way healthier. They don't have like the big brand stuff. You know what I mean? You go to Trader Joe's, most of their products, you know what I mean? Like, they don't have as much sugar and all that kind of stuff. So I do that. Not that I'm trying to, push you like an advertisement for Trader Joe's, but they have good stuff. It's good, healthy stuff. Even their frozen foods and their meals that are prepared are a little healthier than what you would get from the big grocery stores. When you look at what's in there and the preservatives and all that kind of stuff, calories and sodium and they don't tend to have all those weird, artificial flavors and colors and all that kind of stuff within their products. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But you're right. You're right. It should be a push to eat healthy. What they do at our schools is a shame. What they're feeding our children is absolutely criminal. It's criminal. We send our kids to school and they're being shoved this garbage. Go to France and see what they feed their children when they send them to school. They have meals, gourmet meals, at least twice. They have breakfast and then they have lunch. And I think they throw a snack in there where they actually sit down. They learn table etiquette. They learn all this other kind of stuff. They learn and they're eating healthy. We don't do that. And I guarantee you it's probably cheaper to do it that way. They have people preparing the meals. They come in there and they cook for the children as opposed to buying this pre-processed stuff. We say all this stuff on both sides. The Democrats, the Republicans, the liberals, the conservatives talk all this shit. But they'll allow us we'll shove poison down our babies' throats. And they don't say nothing about that. I mean, if you want to be a big fat ass, that's fine. When you're 18, you do what you want with your body. But we should at least teach you as a child how to eat healthy. That's my take on it, y'all. That's my take. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter how much anything costs. You're fat, obese, just don't eat anything. Well, you got to eat to survive. Just don't eat as much. Watch what you eat. Watch what you eat. Do some exercise. There is absolutely no excuse to be as big as we are. None whatsoever. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. You know what I mean? It's just not acceptable to be obese. It's just not. And we should not be encouraging people to do it. We should not. If you love people, if you love your fellow man, don't encourage them to slowly kill themselves, to eat themselves to death. That's just not right. That's just not right. And then this last point, and then I'll shut it down because I'm tired. I can barely keep my eyes open. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I got old. I can't rock like I used to rock. But I wrote a note down when I was talking earlier about, the fit guy who had the fat wife. And I was just thinking, like, why do guys go after big girls? Right? I've been streaming live for about an hour now. And the thing is this. It's easy. It's easy, bro. It is easy to get a fat girl. It does not take work, really. I mean, she's gonna talk a little whatever. She's around her girls, but you find a fat girl wobbling down the street. Go up and say hi to her, bro. She gonna holler at you, man. Offer her a Snickers bar or something like that. She'll probably follow you home like a stray cat. I mean, if you can get past the way she looks, if you can get past that, if your mission is simply, I want to get this Miss Piggy, right? Because it ain't Foxy Brown no more. It's Miss Piggy. I want to get the Miss Piggy. If you cool with that, that's the easiest kill out there. It don't take any work. None. You need zero game. Zero. That's going to be the easiest kill ever. Right now, don't get it twisted. Since, she's still female, like, female dating strategy and all that still applies. But if you're a dude, you fit, you know what I mean? You could be a weirdo, all that. You whatever. You got enough courage, you got enough balls to go up and talk to the fat girl. She gonna holler at you, man. And I'm seeing this. It's just easy for these guys. And now we're in that era. Everybody gets a trophy. No one wants to be a winner. No one wants to put in the work to get better, to get, make themselves the best version of themselves, to become a top tier man. They don't want to do that. They just want to, attack the low hanging fruit. Hell, that ain't even low hanging anymore. It's right there on the ground. I'm just gonna go ahead and scavenge. These dudes are scavengers out here. So yeah, if the mission is to smash, mission accomplished. You got to smash you a big girl. Good for you. But these dudes, they do it and they just fall for these women because I ain't gonna lie to you. It's still, they got a woman. They got a woman. They're happy. They don't want to put in the work. That's fine, but they're happy. Right. And it's like Kevin, the late great Kevin Samuels always used to say, and Rollo says it, and Fresh and Fit platform says it. Average women don't want average men. Obese women, they're below average. And they don't even want average guys. But they're getting dudes who are like 6'7". They're fit, whatever, they're working. They're getting these dudes. And they're not like, oh, I was in shape, got this dude, got into a relationship and got fat. Nah, they coming in fat. And these dudes are right there, being loyal, like the guy that was on the thing. You know what I mean? Let me pull that up again. I want to look at this picture one last time. I mean, I'm already going to have bad dreams, so I might as well look at it one more again. Look at that. Look at that. Dude is happy. He is in love with this chick. His boo thing. He is in love. And she is dragging him through all this. She ain't even thinking about what this means to him. I want attention. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And low hanging fruit, like I said, man. Not even low hanging. It's just right there. She tripped right over that. Just tripped over it. Probably in 8th grade, 9th grade, whenever it was. Tripped right over it. Oh, hey, how you doing? Want a Snickers? You know what I mean? G-complex. Yeah, there isn't any good reason to be obese these days or any other days. But we're not running from predators anymore. So I guess you can be as fat as you want to be. Ain't nothing going to chase you down. T is so true, DL. That man isn't worried about his girl cheating on him. Nah, you know what's funny? She probably is cheating on him. That's the funny part. She probably is cheating because she wants attention. But I get where you're coming from, though. Like the average dude, I mean, if I saw a woman like that try to get at me, man, and I don't try to be mean. I really don't. I don't want to be mean to women, but I'll just walk away like, nah, baby. I'm cool. I just walk away from that. I just walk away from that, bro. That's just, man. And the whole fetish thing, sitting here thinking about it, if there was a true fetish for obese chicks, then fat girls would be all up in the strip club. And I don't see that. I ain't never seen that in a strip club anywhere on planet Earth. Ever. So I don't know if I buy the guys have a fetish for fat chicks. It's just an easy kill. They want the Miss Piggy, bro, because they can't get the Foxy Brown. They can't get the Gwen Stefani. Right? They can't get it. So what do they want? They want the easy kill. That's what they want. They want the easy kill. Honestly, she should feel terrible to be embarrassing for her man. She's selfish. Thank you, Tia. That's my whole point right there. That is my whole point. So true. She don't give a shit. She simply doesn't give a shit about his feelings, what she's doing to him. She does not care. So when you hear a Myron Gaines say stuff like that, women don't care, that's what he's talking about. You would think if any woman in our society would care about her significant other, it would be the obese girls caring about their fit dude. She doesn't give a shit. And he's right there like, good boy, good boy. He's right there. Good boy. And people are like, well, that's what he wants. No, I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. That's what he wants. That's what he wants. You just talking shit now. You saying that's what he wants. The guys want fat chicks like that. You know what? That's just shit. As a matter of fact,
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
that's how I feel when I hear that shit. Oh, I just like big girls. I just love big girls because they're just body positivity. I love her curls.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Because that is a lot of shit you talking there. A lot of shit. And Tia says, and if they have kids, their kids are at high risk of being obese as well. Yeah. Yeah. It will fall to him to make sure the kids stay fit. Yo, that's all right. That's all I had to say about that, y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting the brother on a late Monday. Tia Kiki, thank you so much, brother. Michael G Complex in the house. Appreciate that, brother. Jason, you know what I mean? Crunk One Bear, thank you so much. Brother Doug even popped in for a hot second. Thank you, Miss AKA Lady, always coming through for brother Wonderful 34. Thank you, thank you. I don't think I missed anybody. Thanks so much for popping in and checking on your old Uncle Saint. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here just trying to make things happen. Yeah, I think I got everybody. If I forgot anybody, let me know. I'll be on tomorrow at 6 p.m. We're going to be talking about World War II and how Germany took France so easily in 1940. It's going to be a pretty cool show. Make sure y'all come by tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, that's it. I'm about to take my old ass to sleep. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for sure, for sure. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? Awesome banger deal. Thank you, Tia. Thank you so much, brother Michael. Thank you, everybody. I'm DL Saint. This is DL Saint. I Really Want to Know podcast, but I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace.